A hotel chain finds that 30% of customers book their rooms online. If 10 customers make a reservation, what is the probability that 3 or fewer book online? So, success is that a customer books online, and the probability of success is 30%, or P is equal to 0.3. So I'm going to go ahead and enter probability of success is 0.3. My N is the number of trials, which in this case is 10. So I'm going to enter 10 in here. And now we need to figure out the probability that 3 or fewer book online. So we have the probability that X is less than or equal to 3. And that's what we need to find. So we can either do that by looking at our chart up here and make sure 3, 2, 1, and 0 is all highlighted, and that will show the answer down here. Or I can directly type in the values here in our probability notation that we want our X to go from 0 to 3. So either way, we get a probability of 0.6496. For example 3, it says a student correctly answers 85% of the questions on a practice test. If they answer 8 test questions, what is the probability that they get exactly 6 correct? So in this case, the probability of success is 0.85, where success is that the student answers correctly. Our N is 8. So I'm going to put all that information in here. Our N is 8. Probability of success is 0.85. And we want to see the probability that they get exactly 6 correct. So if I look up here in the chart, exactly 6, that's 0.2376 when we round to 4 places. So we're going to put in the probability that X is equal to 6 is equal to 0.2376. Example 4 says a warehouse has a 10% error rate in packaging orders. In a shipment of 50 packages, what is the probability that at least 3 have an error? So success is that they find an error because that's what they're tracking. The probability of success is 0.1, which is the 10%, and the number of trials is 50. So let's go ahead and put all that information in. N is 50. The probability of success is 0.1. And we're looking for the probability that at least 3 have an error. So it's 3 or more. So we want to go from 3 putting in 3 to 50. So that probability is 0.8883 because this 7 makes the 2 round up to a 3. So we're going to write the probability that X is greater than or equal to 3 is equal to 0.8883. Okay, looking at the last two, a vaccine is 95% effective. If 20 people receive the vaccine, what is the probability that it works for between 15 and 18 inclusive? So the number of trials is 20, so I'm going to put that in here. The success rate is 0.95, and that's that the vaccine is effective. That's our success, is that the vaccine is effective. So the probability of success is 0.95. And we want to see what the probability is that it works between 15 and 18, including 15 and 18. So I'm going to put X is between 15 and 18 down here. and we get that our probability is 0.2638. So I'm going to put that in here, the probability that, let's see, we have 15 is going to be less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 18. And that's going to be the probability of 0.2638. Okay, last one. A coding bootcamp gives a 10-question multiple choice test. Each question is with 5 answer choices. If a student guesses randomly, what is the probability that they get 0 correct or all correct? So the number of trials we have is 10, so I'm going to put that in here. We're not given the probability of success here, but we can figure it out. There are 5 answer choices, so the probability that they pick the correct choice is 1 out of 5. So you can put that in here. You can actually directly put it in as 1 out of 5, and it will change it to a decimal for you or calculate it for you. And we want to see the probability that they get either 0 correct or all correct. So we want the probability that x is equal to 0 plus the probability that x is equal to 10. That's if they get them all correct. So we need to find those two probabilities and add them together. If I look up here, the probability that x is 0 is 0.1074 when we round that 3 up. So we're going to add that to the probability of them getting them all right, which in this case, when we round 0.0000001024, when we round that to 4 places, that's going to be a 0. So our answer is going to be 0.1074.